All right, welcome to this episode of Full Send.
What's up, guys? This is Juan with another episode of Full Send.
I was going to steal it like you used to do with the more you know ones.
Oh, okay. Well, since he beat me to the punch, this is Kiefer, and he's our content creator.
Creative director.
Yeah, I was like, I know director goes in there, but I was like, was it content creator director or director of content creation?
Man, that just sounds way too professional. Hi, my name's Kiefer. I'm the director of content creation.
Yeah, that's long.
That's like the Karen mode of what I do.
He's a guy that makes everything look badass for the shop.
I'll take it.
So,
that works.
He's Mr. Get It Done. Get shit done when he's shit done. This is Kiefer. I'm Juan.
Roll the intro.
Let's get straight to the point. This what you do and what you don't do. No bullshit, sugarcoat when it comes to repairs and maintenance. Advice you can go to. Full sin, no edits, cause just go to full sin, and we'll get you done right. Full sin, and we'll get you going right. Full sin, keep it going day and night. And this ain't just a podcast, we get it right and keep it tight.
Anyways, on this episode of Full Send,
it's already been fully sent.
Yeah, we're gonna have Kiefer's gonna give us a little bit, basically tell us his story from start to finish, not the baby part, not
dang it, because you know
all that.
I was gonna be like,
yeah,
well,
no,
my
we're
mommy
just gonna,
loved my daddy, blah blah blah.
From we started at the same time, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah. So, well, I think the key thing is like where our stories like divert from each other is how we were hired. Oh. Because you were hired and Tyler didn't know. Right? You were hired by Caitlin. You came in, started doing sales and all that kind of stuff. I was hired by Tyler and Caitlin didn't know about it until I just walk up at NATDA in 2018. 2017?
Yeah.
2018.
Been here 4 years. So, yeah, 18.
Yeah, 2018. And
that took a long time for me to do the math.
Nobody knew I was being hired. Nobody knew, and then nobody there knew that Juan was hired except for Caitlin. And so that's like one of the biggest things is who we were hired by and how we were hired.
Yeah, 'cause I think I was here for like a week or two, and then they're like, hey, we're all going to NATDA. Good luck.
Right? And so my first day was, so I previously worked at a print shop, pretty much managing it, doing the design work, the billing and invoicing, and then all the way to production of the banners, signs, the apparel stuff we did and all that. Well, I was planning on doing a full 2 weeks notice to come over here. And Tyler calls me like the second day into that notice. Hey, I think it'd be good to get some footage and photos of this conference we're going to. Well, when is it? Tomorrow. Dad, hey, what, are you going to fire me if I leave early? No, your replacement's already here. You already got him taken care of. So I was like, okay, cool. Hopped on a plane to go to the biggest trailer convention, conference, expo there is. And I know nothing of trailers. Nothing. I know they have wheels and they hook up to a truck.
This is very true because I still get a lot of questions of simple questions. You know, like, look in the book. But I know Kiefer doesn't have a book, so I don't give him that.
And, okay, I asked about studs yesterday on a 3.5K axle. Just to make sure, just to double check. And that was actually her question. But I know a lot more about trailers now.
Hold on. So what did he say?
9/16.
No, I said, I think it's 9/16, but let me ask Juan, and then I told you it was half. I said, I think, not that I knew.
I didn't say you said you knew. I just said you were wrong.
Anyways, we no longer have a production assistant here, so please email your applications and resumes to Kiefer@thetrailerpartsoutlet.com. We will no longer be seeing Scarlett here. No, I kid. So came over here. My first day was going there, and it kind of blew my mind how big the trailer industry was. And that was a little portion of it that I saw. But got through that week. Heck of a week. Came home, And at this point, I was working from home, coming up, getting some footage, working a lot more on Tyler's branding and video stuff than TK stuff or the Trailer Parts Outlet stuff. And that kind of continued on. I did some of the web projects, some of the creative, took over social, got that out of some third-party hands. That ran for about 2 years, that aspect of things. Really didn't touch much video stuff here. Didn't really touch any major projects. I was really Tyler's content guy that just happened to work here. And then he approaches me with an offer to, hey, Jim, his stepdad, is starting a YouTube, wants to start a couple YouTube channels and do this kind of stuff. And I didn't really want to take it, but he's like,
He
hey,
left us.
I did at the request of Tyler because
He left us.
it was a better opportunity for my family and so on and so forth. That was a year. I grew a pretty decent YouTube channel. It has 7,000 people on it right now.
Nice.
But it's just been sitting there for 3 years and gained 7,000 just from that time it was sitting. So that to me is impressive. But so then I came back after a year. So this is 2020 at this point, the end of 2020, November. And so when I was originally hired, it was to do 2 videos a month. I didn't touch that until I got back from working at Texas Pride. And we have done, on the best week, we did 6 videos in a week. And now we're down, like on a regular week, it's at least 1 episode of each podcast. And now we're doing product videos and we're trying to do some more of the quick tip videos. So that's going to be 3 videos a week. So that puts us at 20 videos a month. So I mean, it's kind of insane.
Pretty busy. So if you're filling out the application for the assistant, just know you're going to be pretty busy.
Oh yeah, Scarlett, don't forget, you're fired. That's fine. Yeah, I'll remind you again tomorrow morning when you come in. Just work to the end of the day. I'll remind you again the next day. But no, one of the one of the things I really love about this job is some of the travel. Because
we've done a lot of traveling.
You know, Indianapolis, Nashville, Tampa,
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. I've actually done Vegas twice and LA twice with some of Tyler's stuff with NSB and his when he won the
30. No,
it wasn't the 30. It was the top 100 influential people inside of the. It was ITAS, ITAES, automotive equipment startups or something like that. Top influential people for that. So that was my first time ever going to LA. Las Vegas.
I thought that was in Vegas.
And then while we were there, we went to Omega Mart, which is like the grocery store art installation that has all like the trippy mirrors, and you walk through the cooler and there's slides, and then it's all about aliens and conspiracy theories. It's really cool, hard to understand unless you're there. But
I was going to say more like a grocery store when you said that name, but okay.
But it was really cool, and then we did some other things. But then we have you and I tend to get in some trouble when we go places.
We do. We do.
Throughout the recordings, I know we've talked about my first trip to Indianapolis, my first day on the job, having to find our party location 3 times because I was not in the right sobriety of mind.
It was shit-faced.
But other like this last time we were in Tampa. No, first time in Nashville.
Yeah.
I think it's tradition at this point. And if I can find the photos, I may pop them up like here or somewhere. But we walk in and completely sober at this point. We walk into Rock the Block.
They had a photo booth, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
you walk in and they have that little photo with the props and a green screen. And well, Juan's like, all right, I guess we'll do that, you know. And I just throw my leg up on him like, hey. And he just grabs me and we take a photo. Yeah. You know, just like his whole like, It was great. So this started a tradition that we have now, that we had to take a very awkward for both of us photo wherever we go. And so our next trip that we had was in Nashville, right? No, Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa.
And this one went a little more unexpected than
This was not. Yeah, this was like comfort zone. Like
we didn't talk for a few hours after this.
yeah,
So
definitely
we had rented an Airbnb, and this Airbnb had a covered jacuzzi in the back, hot tub, and all of us are in it just chilling after a long day. Where we start getting out, and I hand some of my phone. I said, "Hey, we need a photo, right? We haven't taken our photo yet." So I go to scoot.
He gets to step back in and scoot towards me and slips.
There's like these huge
like
dips.
just like perfectly lands on my leg, like where his ass is sitting on my leg, and I'm like,
his leg is between my cheeks at this point. And it was just like
there were. I think Caitlin took the picture, and it was like perfect timing because my face expression on that picture was like,
his face is about the color of this here.
I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it was interesting. We had to talk for a little while after that. Now we went to Nashville again. We did not take a picture.
No, we did not
this time. So Tampa was good enough for 2 trips.
Yeah.
The tradition will continue though.
In Nashville, I think I got roofied. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah.
But I got roofied. As I talked in one of my last episodes, but I had a pretty cool homeless guy that showed me back to our hotel we were at. But then,
see, last year when we went, I got hot dog jacked.
Yeah. I didn't get hot dog jacked
because I left y'all at Kid Rock's place.
Yeah.
And I'm walking back and I'm like, I'm hungry. You know, you've been drinking a lot and like that the street food just smells like you need it. I go get that and I turn a corner and it was a bratwurst. That was like an $8-9 hot dog, right? Had some onions and some chili peppers and some other things on it. And I was about to dig into it. I was like, and right as I went to go like bite down, this homeless lady rips it out of my mouth and just breaks it in two and hands it. I was like,
they might have saved you.
no, I saw her in Nashville when we went back this year.
Is that the one that licked the window?
No, but that was funny.
Yeah.
No, what was even better was the dude doing coke right off the bench in front of the cops.
No, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
we went to, was it lunch or dinner? Lunch, right? No, dinner.
It was dinner at some farm to table restaurant.
Yeah, but there was a homeless lady there, and she was flirting with Nick. Is that his name?
Yeah, Nick.
Jonathan.
Joshua.
His
name's Nick.
His name's Nick, but I called him the wrong name, and I was like, said it with like assurance that that's his name. Everybody was like, who the fuck are you talking about? But no, Nick was there, and we were like, Nick, flirt with her. And then all of a sudden, this lady just like
starts making out with the window
like full blown.
And this dude's on the other side of the window. And to explain this, he's like 20-year-old, skinny, looks like a nerd, just to himself, introvert. Yeah, looks like he's 13. And he's sitting here making out back on this side of the window, like.
Yeah. It was priceless.
Yeah.
I'll just say it was great.
Dude, so I asked him about that. Did she call or anything? He's like, dude, I totally forgot about that. And I was like, how do you forget something like that?
Yeah, fuck that. No. That's in my brain. Every time I go to that restaurant, if we ever go back, it's going to be, I want that window.
Right?
I want that.
We have
that
memories
table.
there.
Yeah. But no, last week, me and Sam went to a convention.
Parcel Forum, right?
Parcel Forum in Chicago. Pretty interesting. There's a lot more to shipping than what I realized. But it's its own little community. But it's great. I did learn that mostly everybody who starts a company that has to deal with shipping either used to work for FedEx or UPS. So, yeah. That's why they always say we have experience, because they always work for FedEx or UPS. But anyways, I think it was Tuesday night. They had like...
I do want to preface, I have not heard this story yet.
They had a table, or not a table, the bar at the restaurant, after they, because convention or trade show, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody met there and we're all just networking, drinking, having a good time. And then one of the girls that was there, you know, she was like, I got a cigarette. You want to smoke one? I'm like, sure, why not? So we're sitting outside smoking a cigarette. And then this guy comes out of nowhere. And he just starts talking to us. Well, I'll leave for a little bit, come back. And the guy's just sitting there, just smiling at me. And I'm like, I asked, forgot her name, Hallie or Callie. It's Allie. Starts something Allie. So it's either Callie or Hallie. But I'm like, what the hell is his problem? They're like, he thinks you're hot. I'm like, do what? And she's like, I gave him your room number. I'm like, you're shitting me. And I was like, you don't even know my fucking room number. You're like, well, I gave him somebody's room number. Oh. Well, that next day in breakfast, I see the guy, and he's like 3 tables away from me, and he's steadily just smiling at me, looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, very awkwardness. So I told Sam, I might have to shave my beard.
You have a Gary.
Shave my beard or fucking cut my hair or change something, because that was weird. There was then I'm still Sam's story. This was funny. So I know people got fetishes, but this was like beyond.
Yeah, this
was so basically somebody just grabbing your foot and then just stroking it and massaging it.
But you have to preface this with, now
we didn't know the person.
They weren't in rolly chairs.
No.
And this dude drags a chair across the floor, sits right in front of Samantha, grabs her foot, knocks off the shoe, and just starts going to town, like deep tissue foot massaging.
I'm over here trying to have a conversation, I could see the awkwardness, and I'm trying to help my buddy out, and I'm like, hey, trying to talk to the guy, and he just like straight up like, don't exist. Like, there's a brick wall. So I go get our homie that we met there, and I'm like, hey, your homegirl needs you, because I can't save her. I'm trying to talk to the guy, but he ain't paying attention to me. And no, they end up saving her, but that was weird. Like,
maybe this is a sign that she needs a side hustle, like onlyfeet.com or something.
I know, right? Like, hey, I'd be like $500 and you can suck this toe.
You would.
Hell
you would
yeah.
go there.
Why not? Hustling, man. Entrepreneurship.
I mean, you could have told him that while he was doing that, and $500 and there's a toe.
I think it was
and
more
become a toe pimp.
I was more in shock. I think I was more in fucking shock.
Want the toe pimp.
Yeah. I think I was more in shock because, like,
you're no longer the trailer guy.
Yeah.
You're the toe pimp.
I'm the toe pimp. But no,
as in foot toe, not like tow a trailer.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else. Glad we're on that page. Okay.
Now we're looking for a creative director for the Trailer Parts Outlet.
Yeah. So I mean, each convention has been very interesting, to say the least. From meeting new people and building that relationship to, I will say that there was one company who, I'm not saying we're big in what we do, but we're one of the largest in what we do in our area. And they just kind of like shrugged us off, which, I mean, it's great, but it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because you're like, oh, you're too small for us. We don't need you. Like, you don't really act that way with potential customers, because like with us, we've grown from 2018, where we're doing 600,000 a year, to now where we're projected to do 14 mil. So, I mean, you really can't say you're too small, because in the way we've scaled, we've always almost 25 to 30% increase from what we've done the previous year.
I mean, this is our 5th time in a row hitting the Inc. 5000.
Yeah. So,
in a row, like consecutive years, growth on top of growth. So before we close this out, what has been your favorite moment from any of the convention trips or any of the expos, conventions, conferences? What has been your favorite moment?
I mean, there's stories from each one of them that I enjoy telling and sharing. I want to say I love Nashville, but I think Austin Tiny House Convention.
So there's a few moments inside of that trip. There's and then there's the whole I'm looking for my Uber.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my Uber. Or when Miho went with us to that bar.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that because he's still a minor, but.
Yeah. That's why there was no names.
Yeah.
Miho.
Yeah. Austin was pretty cool. I would say Austin, but they're all memorable because it's just a time where you and your coworkers that are able to attend can just kind of one night out the trade show, the company lets us go to just kind of have like I won't say guys because it's more than guys, but like a guys' night out. So we're just kind of
do an event, bond together, and do something that we normally wouldn't.
Each one has its own little memorable thing that we do, but I would say the golf cart one.
Oh, yeah.
That would be like the most fun, memorable one.
Indianapolis golf cart racing. For me, so for those that don't know, I'm a worship leader, and so every Sunday I do the hymns
toes.
and the songs and that kind of stuff. No. I'm not a toe song leader. And but at one of the FFA conventions that I went to, one of the big tractor companies had a guitar plugged in, and you could walk up and play and sing and do whatever.
Oh yeah, this is where Kiefer disappeared for like an hour.
Yeah, I did.
We're like, where the fuck's Kiefer?
So I was walking around the convention like I normally do, just seeing all the things, getting, hats and T-shirts and stuff. And on my way back, I see this bright green acoustic guitar. And
I thought you were going to say tractor. Was it John Deere?
No, it wasn't John Deere because John Deere was close to our booth. This was further down. And these things were like massive. Like the tires were like bigger than me.
Case.
Yeah, case. And so I'm just sitting there playing guitar, and I have a straight line of sight to our booth, and we have Ryan, you, and Trevor with us, and Bill. And all of a sudden, as soon as I start playing, Ryan's like, text me, "Are you playing guitar over there?" Because like he could tell that's something I would play. And then you come rolling up, "Oh, dude!" But just being able to sit there and chill and do that. Hey, Caitlin,
come here.
Hey, let's get over. Come on.
I was just gonna tell y'all there was breakfast tacos
Hey,
in
come
the break
sit.
room.
So,
Hi, this is Caitlin.
yeah,
I
Caitlin.
apologize for interrupting y'all's podcast.
No, perfect timing. We're just about to close out. So, what is your favorite moment that you've ever had on a trip that we've been on,
Oh man.
or that you've been on for the company?
So one of my favorite moments is Kiefer had just started with the Trailer Parts Outlet. It was our first time at a trade show with him, and
It was my first day.
yeah. And we had Rock the Block party with ATW, and you look a little uncomfortable there, Juan. And there was a lot to drink. And then all I remember is Kiefer coming back soaking wet. He obviously made the block 3 or 4 times. And I don't know. It was just an interesting first day for someone. So that'd be my best time at a trade show.
Yeah, so that's the one that I mentioned earlier that y'all probably heard about before on the shows, and that is her favorite moment. So yeah, that works.
Memorable.
This new random guy that she didn't know was hired. Now he's drunk off his ass, walking around a closed mall.
And if I
finally
can
getting
imagine
there.
Kiefer, he was probably like this.
Oh yeah, no, her
I
husband.
left out the touchy-feely part because I didn't know how context we would.
No,
and not with me, my husband.
No, like exactly. That was the day I met Trevor. If you touch me again, I'm gonna punch you. He's for real. Don't test him.
Yeah.
Okay, like don't poke him.
After like
Don't poke
30
the bear.
drinks. Yeah, let's That ended very well for what it could have been, though.
Yep, absolutely.
But
Well,
no, that wraps it up, guys. Stay tuned for the next one.
bye. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt.
Let's get straight to the point. This is what